Alrighty, on to the final two questions. This question is the B-level questions, and the first one is to do with Pythagoras' theorem. Okay, it's not as tough as it maybe looks, so let's go through it really quickly. A height of two buildings is 34 meters and 29 respectively. So the 34 is that building there, and the 29 is that building there. Okay, if the distance between the two buildings is 12 meters, so the distance between the two is 12 meters, that's there. Find the distance between their tops. So that's the top of the first building, top of the second building. We want to find the distance between them, which is this red line I'm about to draw. Okay, so we are looking for that, and we are already given a few things. So in this case they've given us the 5, so that makes our life easy. We've got the 12 for there. We know this is a right angle triangle. The longer side we label C always, and then A and B doesn't matter. I'll put A there, B there, and then C squared we know equals A squared plus B squared. The longer side, if we're looking for the longer side, then we're adding the square of the two. Then we will do the square root in the end to find the value of the unknown. So C squared in this case will be 25 plus 144. C squared is equal to 169. C is square root of 169, so C is 13. There are no units there, so we can leave it like that. Okay. So with that question, just one more thing. If you were not given the 5 over there, the way to figure it out is you have the height of the big building, which is 34, minus the height of the small building, which is 29, which is how you get the 5. Okay. So that's just Pythag, and then back to simple interest. Okay. Then maybe something to do with simple interest in one of the A or B level questions. So you just need to understand how to do simple interest and try and apply that knowledge. So in this case we've got a new car being sold. It's only $30,000 drive away. Okay. Let's first read the question. Sam has a 15% deposit, so he's got a 15% deposit. That's important information. Then it says use the information above to, so we need to calculate monthly repayments to buy this car on the terms given up there. So we know it's first piece of information. We know the car costs $30,000. We'll write all the information we've got. We know that Sam has a 15% deposit, so he has basically 50% of that 30,000 saved up. We're going to have to calculate. That's going to be our first step. After that, the remainder of that money looks like he's going to this Net Oscorp Bank to get a loan. Okay, so he's getting a loan. This is going to be on special interest. We know the interest rate is going to be 12%. PA means per annum or per year, and then it's going for 4 years. Okay, so 30,000. The interest rate, I'll call it I. That is 12%. N is the number of years, is 4 years. Okay, so that's the information I have. So first of all, we need to use this to find out what the principal is. And if you scroll, if you look at your front of the page, you look at your formula sheet, you'll find it. So simple interest equals EIN over 100. So it's just multiplying all the values, dividing by 100. You'll get the amount of interest, and then you will use the other formula to find the total amount of that he will have borrowed. Will be that original amount, the 30,000, which is the principal, plus this interest that we will calculate. So we'll have to calculate that first, then find the total. Okay, so we have a few steps to go. So first thing first, what I've circled, we need to get that deposit. Okay, Okay, so let's finish and get that the principles. To get that, we need to know how much he's already got as a deposit, as he's paid off for that car. So 15% of 30,000, so we'll go 15 over 100 times 30,000 to find out how much money that Sam has saved up for this car. And that's 4,500. So that's how much money he's saved for his car. That's the deposit. Okay, so after, let's say, giving that deposit, we want to know how much he's now going to need to take a loan for to be able to purchase the car. So we'll subtract the 4,500 from the 30,000, and we have $25,500. So this is the amount he's going to need to take a loan, and this is the principal. Okay, so it's our principal. So now that's done, we are now going to the next step, which is calculating interest. Okay, so calculating interest, we will just plug all the values into a formula. The principal is that one, 25,500. The interest rate is 12%, times 12. The number of years is 4 years, and we divide by 100. That's mainly because of this 12%. We need to convert that to our decimal. So if we put that into the calculator, so we get 12,240. So that's the interest. We've calculated that. Now we need to have the total amount. So the amount is the principal, so the original amount for the car, which was 30,000, he paid his deposit already. So 25,500 plus 12,240. So that's the interest that's going to be paid to the bank for lending him the money. And so finally we get $37,740. So that is the total amount that he has to pay the bank. But let's look back at the question in pink. Calculate the monthly repayments to buy this car on those terms. So we know they're 12 months in 1 year. So we need to know, because he borrowed this, he's taken this loan over 4 years, right? So for 4 years, write it the other way around. So 1 year, 12 months. So for 4 years, we know it's going to be 12 times 4, which is 48 months. So we want to know how many months in 4 years. It's 48 months. So to find out how much he has to pay every month, we will take the total amount and divide it by how many months there are in 4 years. 786.25. So that's his final answer. Okay.